Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about Keon Ellis, who will now very likely, and again, so the reason we were doing that is because Keon Ellis had 5 blocks last night. He entered the game very early when Kevin Huerter went down in the first couple of minutes with what the team classified as a shoulder injury. They ruled him out pretty quickly, but there was no info after the game. No negative x-rays, no he's got an MRI tomorrow. We're awaiting results, nothing. So we're still waiting on something on Kevin Huerter.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're talking about this is not under or from the standpoint of, hey, he is definitely out X amount of time.
No.
It's just some amount of time. I think that Keon Ellis going to the starting lineup is the no-brainer. Like that's an easy call.
Mm-hmm.
It's what the rotation looks like after that, with Trey Lyles continuing to deal with a knee injury, Sasha Vezenkov dealing with an ankle injury, and now Kevin Huerter potentially dealing with a shoulder or wrist injury. What is...
It's Chris Huerter time.
Sure.
I mean, Chris Huerter has to step up. And last night, I thought Chris Huerter, he played 18 minutes. He was really good.
Yeah, he was good.
Like, he came out, he started hitting threes. When he doesn't try to do too much, I enjoy watching him play.
Yeah.
Like, he is a knockdown catch and shoot 3-point shooter.
Yep.
But when he tries to do too much, you're like, no, too much. The real answer, Kyle, is Keegan Murray and Harrison Barnes have to step up. There's no more lag here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a moment where we talked about this earlier, where if you look at the 2 games last week, the back-to-backs, the one where Keegan missed and Huerter and Barnes like lit up the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next night when Huerter was out and you had Keegan Murray and Harrison Barnes combined for 42 points on like 11 of 20 from 3. That's the problem can be solved. It's sitting right there in front of you.
Yep.
It was Keon adding a defensive player to your starting lineup. And the way that Mike has used Keon the last couple of games, he's not afraid to put him out there for 34 minutes. He's not afraid to put him out there as a closing lineup.
I know.
And so if he had that fear, if he had that like, oh no, I don't know what I should do here,
mm-hmm.
Keon is quickly eliminating that. And so for me, run the kid out there. Like, let him play major minutes and let Malik Monk play 30-something minutes. This is you're gearing up for the playoffs. Like,
yeah,
there is no letting off the gas at this point. Like, it's go. There, you have to win games. You got to go with your best 5, and then you got to put a whole lot of Malik Monk out there and hope that you can get whatever you can get out of some of these other guys.
I think you made a great point yesterday when we were talking about this very thing with Keon Ellis going into the starting lineup. And you mentioned this is not a Kevin Huerter specific thing. Right now it is because he's hurt.
Yeah.
But it was one night he started, he being Keon, one night he started for Kevin Huerter, one night he started for Keegan Murray.
Mm-hmm.
And the common denominator was Harrison Barnes going off in the one game.
Yep.
Or Harrison Barnes and Keegan Murray going off the game that Kevin Huerter was out. And then Kevin Huerter and Harrison Barnes playing well the game that Keegan was out. Like, you're right, man. That's what this comes down to. You have to eat minutes with somebody. Like, it has to be Chris Duarte. Maybe you see some bigger lineups. Maybe they roll Alex Len out there a little bit more. Maybe Davion sees a couple more minutes, whatever it winds up being. Because you have to fill minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think from a production standpoint, you know what you're going to get from Keon. He has been nothing but, I think, positive for this team, specifically defensively. And now, hey, Keegan Murray, you're supposed to be the guy here. Go be that. This is the time for that. Harrison Barnes, you have been a very, very good player in this league for a long time. Go, not needing 20 a night, but just go be more aggressive. Hunt your shot a little more.
Yeah.
I think if they do that, they're going to be fine. But if you go out and you're getting 8 shots from Keegan Murray and you're getting 6 shots from Harrison Barnes, and they're combining for 4 rebounds, and that's not going to get it done.
No,
it's not happening.
No, it's all hands on deck at this point, and you hope that maybe there is a Kessler Edwards sighting. Maybe there is someone else that just finds his way onto the court and plays well. I mean, again, maybe you can go against 1 or 2 teams. You can bring in Alex Len and play him and Sabonis side by side for 5 or 8 minutes,
right?
in a game, 4 minutes in first half, 4 minutes in the second half, and you can steal minutes. It's just you're going to have to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the biggest thing. Losing Trey Lyles,
Yeah.
it loses a lot of your creativity. But for all the people out there who are so frustrated with Kevin Huerter this season, you got to remember shooting 36% from three, but he's also 6'7" and plays the 2 and the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And small ball lineups with him look a lot better than a lot of the other small ball lineups. And
what? And this all comes back to, again, conversations we've had before. Nothing has underscored the Kings' lack of depth on the wings more than the Trey Lyles and Kevin Huerter injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody we're talking about right now, Alex Len, okay, that's a center. But Davion Mitchell, guard. Kessler Edwards, okay, legit wing, but really unproven, still really raw as an NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Colby Jones and Mason Jones and Jalen Slauson.
And Jordan, well, he's a two-way, but
yeah, and Jordan Ford if you want to get creative.
Yeah.
And then JaVale, who's a center. Like the lack of players over like 6'5" is
well, when you lose a 6'7", a 6'9", and a 6'8" guy, like where do you go? And like, look, this might open the door for Sasha Vezenkov to step up and be, if he's able to get healthy, to step in and actually, become the shooter that they need. Like, you don't.
That would be remarkable
if he comes full circle.
Well, if he just came back at all, that would be a big deal.
I'm getting I think he is actually practicing. He's just not ready yet. We've not been told that he's been cleared to resume basketball related activities and stuff like that. So, but we also had they had one of the assistants was reffing a game the other day, and Sasha fouled somebody, and I'm like, wait, huh? So I think it's possible he's getting closer, but I just don't. I mean, he's got a long way to work himself back into shape. He's been out for weeks.
Yeah.
And, he hasn't been able to do cardio and everything else because it's an ankle injury.
That'd be crazy if he just came back from this ankle injury and went, oh, yeah, hey, I want to make
10 points a game down the stretch.
I want to make 2 threes a night. Couple of foot back.
Oh, he's fun.
I know it.
But, you need these other players back. You need Trey Lyles back very badly.